boom, boom, boom. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1616. 1616. Vision boards. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Excuse me. Phew. Hang on. Okay, so I love vision boards. And I apologize for being on late. I totally lost track of time tonight. I was working on my vision boards, finding pictures. I don't have all my pictures yet because I just, they got shipped out today. But I did receive a really cool thing. Because in vision boards, you talk about different, they're what are vision boards? Vision boards is something that help you get clarity and focus on what it is that you want to maintain, achieve throughout the year. It could be for a show, it could be for a project, it could be for a year-long thing, it could be a quarterly thing, it could be a half-year thing. It's completely up to you what you want. It could be if it's a particular goal you're going for and you want it done by a certain date, you've got it visualized. It's a visual tool that is there to show you what your dream will look like. So do you have one of my ones is for years I've had the dream of having a log cabin by a lake. And then a few years ago, once I started RVing, it became the barn RV. I still had the log cabin by the lake, but you go through the little path at the back into a clearing where there'll be the barn RV B&B. And it's all kitted out. I have it all completely mind mapped. I have no pictures for any of it though, but I do have it mind mapped as to what the facilities are going to look like. It's completely detailed what staff I'm going to have to help run the B&B, and I've got it all in my head of what it looks like. Now, for years, I've had the vision of having my log cabin by the lake. It's going to be facing east across the lake, and when you look east across the lake from the front porch, which is a completely 360-degree wraparound front porch, and it's about 10 to 12 foot deep. So you can sit there in the storms up against the back of the log cabin, just watch the storms taking place over the lake. But directly across the lake, there are some mountains, and the mountains in the morning are just absolutely glorious because you watch the sun come up in the morning over top of the mountains. You can sit there and you can hear the world wake up. I love getting up before the birds in the mornings and just sitting out there and listening to everything wake up around you. It's just such an incredible feeling. Love that feeling. I can't see any other cabins along the lake shore from my place. It's completely private. I can't see them. They can't see me, which is awesome. And then, and so the sunset sits behind me, but you can see the colors painted out on the mountains that are to the east. So I've had this idea, and I've always known what it looks like on the outside. And was it a couple of years ago now? I think it was a couple of years ago now. I was in Barnes & Noble. I happened to pick up a log cabin magazine. Every now and again, I'd go pick up one and I'd flip through it and see if I could find what my cabin. And I found it. I did. I found my log cabin. And so I was flipping through the magazine and going, oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that floor. Because I'm trying to get ideas for floor plans, right? And I'm like thinking, yeah, well, that floor plan's not too bad. Yeah, I could work with that one. And then I turned the page and went, no way. Sitting there on the page was a picture that has been sitting in my brain for years of what the outside of my log cabin would look like. I could not believe it. And the plan had a 360-degree wraparound porch on this thing. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. What does the inside look like? And so I moved my eyes from the picture because it was fixed on the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what's inside my head. It's been inside my head for years. And then I moved my eyes to the right and there were the plans. And I'm like, yes, that is the plan. So I got really super excited that night because now I had a picture of what it was. Even though it's been stuck in my brain, I actually had a physical picture of what it looks like. So that's now on a dream board. And then next to it was a plan. And I'm like, I love the layout of this plan. That's perfect. It does exactly what I need it to do. Because I knew kind of what I wanted inside. I just hadn't organized it in any way. I just couldn't figure out, when you walk in the door, what do I see? I don't know. That's where the brain would go blank. So now I have a physical picture and I have the floor plan for the log cabin by the lake. I don't have the property yet. I know kind of what it's going to look like. especially with the mountains across the way and nice tall trees and all of that. And then out the back, there's this little path that you go through there to the clearing, and there's the big red barn that's actually a bed and breakfast, and there's RV sites over here. And then I've got a list of what all the amenities are within the bed and breakfast, what it's designed for. And it's booked out 51 week, 50. What did I write down on there? It's either 50 or 51 weeks, because I know there's 1 week it was closed, and that's between Christmas and New Year. It's closed. But I thought it might have been 50 weeks a year that it's open, but it's always booked. Yes, it's always booked. Anyway, so that's been a long-term vision board. And every time I see that picture of the log cabin, I get excited because that's my cabin. And I just got to find the place. And somebody said to me, they said, what happens when you find the spot where everything is going to be? And I said, if it is meant to be, everything will be available. The cash will be, the money will be there to buy the property. I said, if it's supposed to be my one and it is meant to be, everything will come into alignment and everything will be available to me to be able to purchase that plot of land. And they go, well, are you going to be building the log cabin or is it already going to be built? I said, well, given the date of the magazine, it may already be built and I come in and take it over and it's the exact plan out of this magazine, or I go and build it. I haven't decided yet. I'm not clear on that portion. I just know that when the place arrives, I will know and everything will align and everything will come into alignment to that point of we have the money, we have the finances available, we can go and we can buy that, we can, and I said the barn's already out, the barn's already built. We just got to convert it. And this is like, oh, I said, yeah. I said, it's very detailed. I have a mind map. You should see the mind map. It's huge. It's massive. It's got every detail in there. And so then today I've been sort of like thinking, okay, what do I want as a monthly income? What's my monthly income going to be this year? And I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. And I was like, I need a nice round figure. And so I thought, okay, we've got a monthly figure in mind. And so then I thought, well, I need to get something tangible and physical about it. Because somebody sent me my friend Nanette sent me this little pouch, which has my $100 million goal written on it. And inside, just so there's no arguments about, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, I have $100 million bills. These are tell you, Amazon has some great stuff on there. These are $1 million bills. I have 100 of them and they sit in this pouch. And so every now and again I go in and I play with it, and it's right here on my desk. So it's right here in my view to know that this is the pouch. And of course I won't be able to get $100 million in here because we don't have $1 million bills, but this is the pouch that has the dream on it. So anything relating to this dream goes into this thing. But that's the 10-year plan, and it sits right there. And so I thought, well, last time I went and I haven't opened up these ones yet. Last time I went and got the $1 million bills off Amazon, I thought, now I need to do a $10,000 one. And so I got on Amazon again and thought, well, I need $10,000. I need $10,000 a month. That would be my personal income, not the business income. That's my income every month from the businesses. And they've got the same serial number on them. And so I went on Amazon and found, I'm just going to hold these up. I found $100 bills in $10,000 lots, and I got 4 of them because I thought, well, we've got to have room for expansion. So if we start off at $10,000 a month, then later on we're going to move to $20,000 a month income. Then we're going to move to $30,000 and then $40,000 a month income. And, that's going to be good investing money in there. And so I've got these today. So now I can physically handle the $10,000. And then I can sit here and I can take these out of the bundle and I can go, okay, why does it not slide on there? I don't know. But then I can go along with these $10,000 things and I can lay it out. I can do my monthly budget. So I haven't done that yet, but I've got it ready to go where I know because I rent at the moment. So I know what my rental is. I know what my utilities are and all of that. And I can go and I can lay these bills out into these different things and see what's left over. first of all got to pay, was it 10%? To pay yourself 10%. So I have to take $1,000 out of here to start with, and that goes in investing, savings or whatever. And then work the rest of the budget from there and see how much is left over at the end of the month after I take into account everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. And I do have some smaller bills because on my art crafty boxes things, I actually have a container that has different size bills in it. There's $1, there's $1 ones, 5, 10s. I think there actually might be a $2 one in there as well. In fact, I actually have some $2, like real $2 bill, American legal tender, legal money, actual real money. You guys used to have $2 bills, for those that don't know. I actually have a couple in a box. But in my craft box, I have different denominations and things in there as well. So I can get a little, use that to break $100 and use the smaller bills to get to those smaller figures for when I'm working out the budget, so I can actually physically see and touch what my budget is each month, because I'm kinesthetic. We like the touchy-feely things of things. We like to feel things. It's when it comes to travel, I want the brochures. I want to hold the brochures in my hand and like, go run your finger down the page looking at the pictures or at the itineraries and things. I want the brochures. But most places now have gone to digital. And I'm like, I don't like digital. I don't like digital because I can't hold it. I can't feel it. There's people out there. We need to actually hold things in our hands. That's why I like writing with pen and paper. Yes, I can type some stuff on the computer, but I communicate better with pen and paper. So I've got my play money. I got my $40,000 play money, working up to the $40,000 a month. We're starting at 10 first to start with. But so that is part of the vision board thing of having that, not have a pouch. I've got an envelope to put that in there on the vision board. And when my pictures arrive, I have like 60 of them. I printed onto 4x6 postcards, and they shipped out today. So I'll have to look in tomorrow to see when they're going to be here. Hopefully by the weekend, because then that will be fun. So the vision board it's a way to visualize and touchy feel as well for some. Sometimes when you're visualizing things on a vision board, get excited about them. Are you just sticking them there because, oh, the picture looks good, but it doesn't matter if I get that or not? Or are you putting it on there going, yes? Like every time I look at my log cabin, when I look at the picture of it and the plans of it, I get excited about that. It's like, yes, because getting that image out of my head and seeing it in a magazine, where I now actually have an actual picture of it, is just amazing. So it motivates you in a way, because when your vision board should excite you. When you see your vision board, you should get excited and have that good energy vibrating through you that this is what I'm going to accomplish this year. Yay! And just get, it helps you get clarity and focus, motivation. It's visualization, which can all affects all the senses and everything else. But when you get that, like I will stand in front of my vision board every night, yes, and just like do a little dance. And Zephy just looks at me like I have no clue what she's doing. And then she just walks out of the room. But it's a great way to do this. So how do you make a vision board? It's gathering materials. Like magazines are a great one. And the only reason and I said to somebody today, I was talking about the vision board thing, and I said, they said, why don't you just print the pictures off? I said, because I only have a functioning black and white printer. I do not have a functioning color printer right now. And they're like, oh, and I said, I want color, because if they're in black and white, they're not going to be appealing. But if they're in their bright, vibrant colors, then yes, they're going to stick out and it's going to be awesome. So I've got a whole pile of magazines to go through. I've got these postcards coming that have got sayings on them. I've got pictures on them. And then I can't wait to get it, because I have to go find myself a piece of cardboard to put it all on, because I need a nice big piece of cardboard. And then I got to figure out where to stick it, put my vision board so that I can see it every time so I get to see it consistently throughout the day. I was thinking I could put it over there by the printer where it could be, because I can't hang anything on the walls in this place. Because otherwise I would stick it up here on the wall where it's right above my monitor and I can see it every day. It will always be there in my peripheral vision. So that's what I'm trying to look as to where I can stand this piece of cardboard up so that I can see it in my peripheral vision. I can just turn my head and there it is. So I'm working on that, But you want it somewhere where you can see it consistently throughout the day, because then it's always on your mind. And every time you see it, you get excited. Yes. But you need it to be specific. You want a house. What does your house look like? What sort of furniture are you going to put into that house? Is it 4-bedroom? Is it 2-bedroom? Is it 2 bathrooms? How many bathrooms does it have? How many bedrooms does it have? Does it have any half baths? I mean, I love my kitchen here. It's got a nice big island in there. And I have this big walk-in pantry. Now, I love walk-in pantries. So whatever house I have is going to have a walk-in pantry. Is my log cabin going to have a walk-in pantry? Probably not, because it's a lot smaller than this house. But it's bigger than an RV. But the other part of having the vision board there is that I also have my mind map, which tells me, what steps do I need to take to get to this? Or, it breaks things down for me on the mind map. If I've got the picture of the log cabin, what do I need to do to get that log cabin? What are we looking for? What has to happen in order for that cabin to be built? Well, first we've got to find the land. Where do we want the land? I don't know. Well, we need to get specific about that. I don't know where I want to build this thing. I honestly don't know. So I'm sort of like, I want somewhere that's even temperatures throughout the year, because we're going to be open year round. Maybe the RV portion may not be open year round, but we're going to be on a lake. So there'll be lake activities involved for those that come and stay at the property. We've got the activities coordinator who organizes all the activities. There's a lot of retreats that come into this place. So I have it written out exactly what type of people are going to be coming to this place, what it's going to be used for, and things like that. So get specific about your goal. I mean, sticking a car up there, that's good. What type of car is it? What model, what year, what make? What are some of the features? What are some of the features that you want to put into this, that you want this vehicle to have? You got to think about things like this, because you could just end up with the ho-hum basic model instead of the one with all the bells and the whistles that you really, really want. So look at these things, take note of them. The other tool that I use for gathering pictures too is called My Mind. I have to tell you, this thing is awesome. It's called mymind.com. You go there and you have a little a Chrome extension that sits there as well. And when it's installed, you can actually right-click on your mouse and it's got Add to My Mind. So you see a picture that you like, you just right-click your mouse and go Add to My Mind. Or there's a little icon at the top that you go and click as well. And it puts all of these things into one place. And the cool part is you can go and add notes to them. You don't even need to worry about tagging them with any tags. It automatically puts tags on there for you. You can go in and see, maybe I need to put this tag on there. So if you want, if this is for the house and you want the living room, and so this is the living room furniture. So you put living room on each one that you want for the living room. And you can search by these key tags. You can search by these hashtags or the tags that you put on there. You can actually create albums out of it, but I don't need to, because I just go and type in whatever the tag is and boom, living room furniture, boom, there it all is, sitting there in front of me. But it's a great way to grab those pictures quickly when you're looking through, instead of taking like screenshots. Take them, just add it to mind map. Saves you taking lots of screenshots. And sometimes it takes just the picture, and sometimes it takes the whole page, depending on how the page is set, the websites are set up. But it's a great tool for capturing images and things. And I downloaded some of those to get printed onto these postcards. So I was able to go back through those images and put them on postcards and things. So do you have a vision board? What's the term on your vision board? Is it for short-term goals, long-term goals? Is it a yearly goal, quarterly goal, half-year goal, a third-year goal? Is it related to a specific project? You can use vision boards for a lot of different things, but get specific about what it is that you want. I want a house. Well, how many bedrooms do you want? What furniture do you want in this? What style of house do you want? Do you want to build one brand new? Do you want to get like an old farmhouse or something like that? Farmhouse would be really cool, I think. There'll be a lot of probably renovations you might need to do and that sort of thing. But once they're done, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. And then figure out, once you get the board there, Some people will put them into categories as well, like they'll have finances in one area, they'll have relationships in another area, family in another area, business in an area. What else is on there? Health and wellness. So they'll break their goals down into different categories, like family, relationships, finances, health and wellness, travel. They'll break them down to those, and they'll put them at different portions on the board. And others will just sort of like, I want that picture next to that one with that one. It's completely up to you. The cool part is it's completely up to you how you do it. There is no right or wrong way to do a vision board, as far as I know. I haven't, I don't think that there is a right or wrong way to do a vision board. It's you, it's personal. It's however it works for you. If you want a visual representation, how does it best work for you? If your mind is all over the place, is putting it into specific order going to help with that or aggravate that? If you're somebody who likes things organized, yes, then I totally get that you'll have your travel section, your finance section, your family section, your relationship section, your what have I missed? Business section. You'll have those different sections and you'll have it all organized. And it may be that there's a uniform shape to all the photographs and how it's all laid out and everything else. Me? Actually, I'm doing all postcards this time, so it's going to be interesting because though I do have a couple of pictures that will be from magazines, so that will be interesting when I get to arrange it. I got to find my bit of cardboard first too. So anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. Do you use vision boards? Are you one that organizes it into categories or just slap pictures on there with sayings spread throughout? Do you feng shui your vision board? I actually saw a book one time about on your vision board, doing the feng shui on your vision board, that you had to have the finance had to be in a certain area of the board, relationships had to be in another area, and things like that. You had to organize it into these different areas to feng shui it or something. I thought, well, that's interesting, but I'm not that organized. I'm organized in some areas, but not in that one. Anyway, I'm out of here. Go out, create your own vision board if you haven't. They can be a very powerful tool if you have them where you will see them consistently. Mine would have to be in the office here because this is where I spend most of my time. I would definitely like to have it up there, but I can't hang anything in this place, so I'm going to have to find a way to circumvent that. Maybe if I put it up high enough, they won't see the pin input with pins, like drawing pins or something. They won't thumbtacks. They won't see the little holes. But yeah, I'd ideally like it there where I can sit there and I can just sit back on a break and just look at it and think about things. But if I put it over there, I'm going to have to turn to look at it all the time. But I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So anyway, go create your own vision board. Do it how you want to do it. Whatever resonates with you whatever resonates with you that gets you excited about the dreams and the goals that you have on the vision board, whichever way it works for you. I'm out of here. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey,